What's going on, everybody?
What's
We
happening?
we started this podcast right when Harper came up to bat just to see what he does.
Yes,
So,
it's
uh,
been a little while, but we're back.
so what do we have to say for the people that have been waiting for us to come back?
Well, we've had a very busy few weeks, and we had graduations, we had graduation parties, we had birthdays, we had all kinds of people staying at our house.
We had
Sicknesses.
sicknesses, wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
Harper
Harper walked.
So we got on base technically.
Yeah.
He's been on base twice tonight. RBI single.
Um,
I think last episode was we talked about Turner getting injured. That's how long it's been.
and he's still out.
Well, he should be back this weekend.
And now Realmuto's injured, and he will be back probably mid-July.
Hopefully. I mean, I think he's a tank. He'll be back before then, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I feel like he's going to come back right after the All-Star break's done, which I guess would be mid-July.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if Harper's safe or not.
But yeah, apparently Realmuto allegedly, we don't know. We do. He tore his meniscus.
For meniscus.
It was like a partial tear, so it wasn't like too bad.
Yeah.
But he got surgery today, June 12th. And he'll be out for the next month.
Yeah.
Month and a half. But we should be getting Turner and Marsh back this weekend, hopefully.
June 12th. It's my sister's birthday. I should probably say happy birthday to her.
Today's your sister's birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to your sister.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you wanted to name drop or anything.
Probably not.
I mean, does she listen to this?
I don't know.
Let's be real. Does she listen to this podcast?
I don't know.
Absolutely, she does. Everybody listens to this podcast.
Of course. It is the most listened to Philly sports podcast by a father and son.
That live in Virginia.
That's called Let's Go Eat.
Yes.
So
okay.
Number one in that
Can you
category.
imagine if there was like just this one other random father-son duo called Let's Go Eat that is getting like millions of views? We're number 2.
So Phillies continue to win. They split the series in London.
Last time we were recording, I think they had like a 2.5 game lead over the Braves. That's now at 10.
10, yeah.
Kind of like this. We took a month break and now we're back, and somehow it's better.
It's better.
I feel like I was predicting we'd come back and it would be worse.
And they still have the best record percentage-wise.
That is true.
The Yankees are right there. I think
they got 2 more wins than us right now, I think.
They have 2 more wins, but they have more losses, so it messes with the percentage. So
losers.
Yeah.
Losers.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And let's see, what else?
What else have we missed? Harper won Player of the Month.
Yep. He did. He's crushing it. Schwarber
finally getting back on it.
2 home runs last night.
Castellanos is figuring it out finally. Yeah. Stott's been struggling. I feel like when we stopped, we were talking about how good Stott has been.
Yeah. I mean, defensively, he's been okay.
He's been all right. Whit Merrifield's still bad.
Yeah.
Still a terrible contract. He had a couple good swings in London.
Yeah.
That was about it. He has been, what's a good word? Abysmal?
Yeah. You know what was cool? We got to talk about London was Harper when he hit that home run and then slid in on his knees like a soccer player after he scores a goal.
He's built for the moment.
That was awesome.
I feel like he just knows when it's his moment to shine.
I think he had that one coming for a long time.
The London series home run.
That was cool.
How can you not put the Phillies back in some other country next year after that? I mean, I know they embarrassed themselves in Game 2.
Yeah, they should have won that. It was.
We were due for a bullpen implosion. I feel like it's been so long.
Alvarado did not do well.
He came back last night and shoved though.
Yeah,
so
he
that's
did
good. Nick Pivetta is currently pitching against the Phillies. I don't know if all my insane Phillies fans know who Nick Pivetta is.
You used to like Nick Pivetta back in the day. You don't have your desk chair. It's in the garage.
I don't. I feel like you right now.
Yeah.
In the last few episodes, because you've had this chair.
I was wondering what was different.
And now you have the special chair. I mean, I have probably gained about 20 pounds since the last time we recorded too. So
I have the old man rocking chair.
Wow! Right after we were talking how bad Merrifield's been, he just hit RBI single. 3-0.
3-0 in the third, the top of the third against Boston.
Is this the Whit Merrifield podcast now?
It might be. Whenever we podcast, Whit Merrifield just crushes it.
There's a bug on me. That's the downside of recording outside.
Mm.
Also, I noticed I don't think I uploaded the last podcast.
No.
I'd been telling you I was having trouble with
Yeah.
getting it off of, because I had it on CapCut, and I had been having trouble like getting it off that app. So I'm hoping this one works. I think
well, maybe you should maybe you can upload them both at the same time.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I am going to see. You hear Phillies fans at Fenway right now?
I know.
They're taking over Fenway.
The other crazy thing, speaking of Phillies fans, was in London. They said the Phillies fans were crazy.
I mean, I saw a beat
everywhere
writer yesterday said it's about 90% Phillies fans here at Fenway.
Yeah. They said you walk down the street in London and all you see is Phillies jerseys and hats and
That's
shirts.
What it is, man. We're back. The
Yeah.
Phillies are back.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I say it all the time.
And that stadium is huge. Those soccer stadiums are crazy.
They said it fit like 60,000 fans or something like that.
So the biggest stadium in the U.S. is the Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, it's what is that? That's 50,000.
I thought it was like 40 something, but it could be close to 50.
I don't know.
But they're the only team I believe that has, on average, more fans showing up than the Phillies during the season.
Because they have Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Smith. They have just about every player in baseball on their team. So,
you know what else I wanted to bring up that I think is awesome and it'll never not be hilarious is the commercial with Bryce Harper and Chase Utley.
And Rob McElhenney.
Rob McElhenney.
It's always Sunny in Philadelphia commercial.
So funny. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
It was a good time. I'm not going to play it. I might get copyright strike, so maybe I won't play it.
No, it's so funny, though.
Plays It's Always Sunny theme song in it, so maybe I won't play it.
And I guess you got to have some background to it before you think it's that funny.
Yeah, you got to watch the show.
Yeah. Yeah, so never mind. If you've never watched the show, don't worry about it.
Don't pay no mind to it.
Pay no mind.
I mean, but if you're a Phillies fan and you're not watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I don't really know what to tell you.
But Jimmy Rollins has talked about he's not in it, right?
No. Yeah, he's just mentioned.
Yeah. I gave it away. That's kind of fun.
Now no one's going to watch it. You just spoiled. They got all they need to know, and now no one's going to watch it.
I know.
So.
I know.
Speaking of something.
Uh-oh.
David Dahl, man. That's another thing nobody's really talking about is David Dahl. Not nobody's really talking about. What are you pulling out right now?
I got some notes.
On David Dahl?
No, not on David Dahl.
Oh. I probably should have gotten a piece of paper for our segment later.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use my muscle memory. I'm going to put it up
on
the
screen.
screen.
I actually had to write some things down.
Did you?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to write things down because because there's a chance we take each other's people. You know?
Well, I know. That's why I have them within one.
Do you?
For each position.
That's probably smart.
But anyway, yeah, David Dahl
I'm out of nowhere.
In London.
He had a home run?
Off the bench.
He hit home run. All right.
Yeah, I was just watching that play.
But that's the crazy thing about this team. That's what they kind of remind me of the 2017 Eagles. I've made this comparison a few times. I'm not different. I'm pretty sure everybody's made this comparison. It's a next man up type of team.
I agree.
One person goes down, the other person steps up. Like Stubbs yesterday had a hit, some great plays at catcher. He's good. Well, is he gonna be the Nick Foles? Realmuto goes down. Everyone thinks Stubbs should be the starter once he leads us to a World Series.
I don't think. See, here's my feeling.
Oh man,
Stubbs is really good. Well,
for a backup.
Let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
Stubbs is good as the backup. He's been playing well since Realmuto. When he plays okay.
I think he's good.
But Realmuto's on a different level of almost every catcher in baseball.
I think he's good defensively as a catcher. I think as a catcher, he's probably the worst hitter in all of sports.
Yeah.
He's not the worst. No, that's a lie. I don't know if you know about Martin Maldonado. Yeah. He was hitting like .67 or something like that.
Is that camera getting under the table? Because I got quite an interesting footwear going on. So.
No, it's got. I can always crop it.
Yeah,
too. I'll do a little zoom up before I crop it completely, so everyone can see what you're doing. But back to what we were saying about unwatchable.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Braves.
Oh,
Unwatchable.
yeah.
Right now.
It's a shame. Yeah.
It is.
I actually thought, and I obviously said it on the podcast, I thought they were going to win the division.
You did. I forgot you said that.
Yeah.
I said the Phillies were going to go big and win the division. But
yeah, you did.
The Braves are kind of just a hot mess right now, and it stinks because I kind of wanted.
A back and forth.
I feel like it'd be good for baseball to have a Braves and Phillies back and forth division.
Yeah,
that,
I
like,
agree
goes
with
into
that.
September.
Yeah, I
It'd
agree
be
with
good
that.
for the sport, but I mean, I'm fine with the Phillies just absolutely destroying the Braves in the division for once.
Yeah, it's crazy that the Braves are still. When you look at, I know it's early, but when you look at the wild card, they're still number one in the wild card spot, but they're 10 games behind the Phillies. It's crazy.
The NL is just so bad.
Well, the NL has what, 4 or 5 teams over 500?
I think when we last recorded, it was 4. I don't know if that's changed.
So it's the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Braves, Brewers, and who else? Somebody else is
Phillies,
over.
Braves, Dodgers, Brewers.
The Brewers.
I mean, if it's anyone, it's the Padres.
Padres are over. I think they're over by 1 game.
What, the Yankees, Orioles, Mariners,
Cleveland,
the Twins. Might be 5 or 6.
Yeah,
which is crazy. That's so crazy.
I mean, usually you have your top 2 teams are over 500. Maybe your third team.
I was trying to think.
Maybe your third team. A lot of times the third team's over 500 or around that 500
the third
mark.
Wildcard team?
No, I just mean like if you look at each, NL East, the top 2 teams in NL East, the third place team. I did. We have some wild animals around here.
We just heard a really weird noise.
Yeah, we have bears, so there could be a bear walk around.
If you see a bear, just let us know in the comments.
And what would you do
if there was a bear on the podcast?
Yeah, would you run?
I don't think so. I mean,
I would run with a bear behind.
Okay,
get it?
I do. It was good.
Thanks.
I just forgot to laugh. I don't know what happened. There was a glitch in the Matrix.
There was. It was funny.
But what else do we want to touch on?
Rojas still about the same. Not really hitting that much. Brendan Marsh is injured.
I said this at the beginning of the podcast, like when we first started, like 3 months ago. If Rojas was hitting in the 220 range with over 600 OPS, I'd be satisfied.
Yeah,
and
he's probably close to that, right?
I think he's doing something.
I think he's just under 220.
He's hitting over 230.
What?
But I don't know about his OPS.
I didn't know that. There goes an out for Rojas.
Oh, he actually almost beat that out.
And Marsh is injured. Did we say that?
Marsh is injured. Tore his hammy. Didn't tear it.
He strained it or something.
It was like a mild strain.
Yeah.
Too many hamstring injuries this year.
I know.
That's what it's not Romuto. Turner, Marsh.
Hamstrings are easy to because they get tight quick.
Especially if you're getting older. I mean, Marsh is only 26, so that doesn't really make any sense.
No.
Unless he's not stretching.
Probably not stretching. Maybe he's not drinking enough water. I don't know.
Stretch and drink water.
Stretch it and warm it up.
Putting all the water in his hair, maybe.
I mean, they have the best trainers in the world that work for these baseball teams.
They do. I feel like we don't talk about that enough. How good, the actual staff of the team is.
Oh yeah.
They got some of the best, scouting people of all time.
Yeah.
Best trainers, best. I mean, Dave Dombrowski is just awesome.
Yeah.
He saved this team. You look at 2021, they had, I think they were 82 and 80, maybe 81 and 81. I don't know.
I remember being happy that they were over 500. I was like, "There's something here."
They did it. That was the year Harper won MVP. I think.
Yeah.
That was Dave Dombrowski's first year.
Well, you know what else is coming up is in the not too distant future, a little over a month away. About a month away. All-Star
game.
Yeah, so
more importantly, the trade deadline.
Well, the voting starts for All Stars and the trade deadline. What are we thinking?
You want to hear my optimistic and then my realistic for both?
Yeah.
I want to start with the All Star game. Optimistic. I think Harper and Bohm are locks. I think Wheeler and Suarez.
Hmm.
I think Nola just misses it.
Hmm.
And I feel like you have to have Matt Strom.
I was just gonna say
Have to
Strom.
have Matt
Strom's
Strom.
got to be in there. I think Turner might have been in it if he had not gotten injured.
He still could. I mean, he has a
True.
strong next month. I feel like he could
Yeah.
still do it.
And he still has such big name recognition. I think that people would vote for him.
It's Trey Turner.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that were to happen, that'd be 6 All Stars.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even be the record, though. I think the record is 9 in the Yankees.
The Yankees.
19,
Let's say I know years the
17.
Braves have had a lot.
Last year they had 8.
Yeah.
There's a 8. Can you name all 8?
No, not at all.
I want to try. I'll check it out later. I'm going to go with Olsen, Acuna, Strider, Albies, Murphy, Harris, uh,
Hmm.
Austin Riley. So I got and Ozuna. That's my guess. We'll see if I'm correct. I feel like that's got to be close.
Sanchez is pitching pretty well right now.
Sanchez has been amazing.
Yeah.
He's been really good. And tomorrow we get Nola. What a week in Fenway. It's Wheeler, Sanchez, Nola.
Yeah. How did it get out of sync like that?
I think when
Or out of order?
Walker got off the IL, Thompson tried to make it a 6-man rotation. And then Wheeler complained because he gets, rightfully so, he gets off rhythm because he's so used to being every fifth day. So then Thompson just put him back in on a random, fifth day. And I think it was just right after whatever his name was pitched.
Taijuan Walker.
Taijuan Walker. And then Sanchez got randomly put in there.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
It's fine. I don't think it makes a huge difference at all.
It really
It
doesn't.
really doesn't. Once the season gets started, it doesn't make a difference.
They're all kind of on fire right now.
The playoffs, it might. Well, they usually switch things up sometimes. Well, usually sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to plan it out so that in playoff games they can have your ace pitching the first game or whatever. It doesn't always happen. But.
Yeah. It's crazy. They're set for the NLCS right now.
And if everybody's healthy, I can't wait to see. I don't want to rush the season at all, but I can't wait to see them.
Either, but all I can think about is how exciting Red October is going to be.
I know.
We're going to get to a game.
We'll get to the point where it's like that's what it's all about. Eagles will be doing well, and then
will they?
They will.
Will they?
No, they will. And then the World Series ends with the Phillies winning. We go to the parade, and then it's like, all right, all Eagles from there on.
Team chemistry scaring me just a little bit. Still.
Well, because you were talking about Hurts
comments. I don't know what they were, but apparently there were some Hurts comments that were a little dicey, is what people are saying.
Interesting.
So,
we'll have to look into that.
Team chemistry is a little freaky right now.
Yeah. And that's a big deal, and it's
especially for football.
Yeah. They had it, and they had some issues last year at the end of the season.
Even some of the worst teams had better chemistry than last year's team.
Yeah.
But back to the All-Stars, I think my optimistic is my realistic. I'm going to be so honest with you.
I don't see that as unrealistic at all.
And I feel like you could even put Jeff Hoffman in the mix.
Oh, Hoffman, yep.
He's got an ERA under 1.
That's not bad.
Did you watch Strom last night too?
Yeah.
Struck out the side. Just looked dirty.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Ugh, but he's a free agent after this year. Hoffman.
No.
I feel like they can't let him go.
No, we might have to lock him up.
Especially if they win the World Series. This core is just too good. You can't let this core go.
No.
I remember we talked about this a few times, but everyone got mad when the Phillies signed everyone after they won the 2008 World Series. They got mad 5 years later. But at this point, if they win the World Series, I don't care.
Yeah, but
sign JT to
that's the crazy thing, though. If the Phillies had won in 2009, everybody would have been like, "Oh, I'm glad we re-signed everybody." Yeah. And then in 2010, Then they just started. I mean,
To be fair, I feel like this team is way healthier physically
oh
than
yeah,
the '08 team.
yeah,
That's what I think. And I think that's why I wouldn't be mad. Like, I wouldn't sign 33-year-old Carlos Ruiz right now.
that's a good point.
He was a little tubby.
He was such a good
He
catcher,
was
though.
a great catcher. And he was an all right hitter,
And he
but
just was an all-around cool guy. I
he
think.
was. But, like,
Chooch.
I would sign Romuto.
Remember when you come up to bat and everybody yelled Chooch?
Everyone would scream Chooch. We don't have anybody like that right now. We
Yeah,
got the AOK thing. I think that's
that's a big one.
this team's version of that is AOK.
Yeah,
But trade deadline.
yeah.
I mean, did you have any All-Star game?
Uh,
Different
I,
than
I'm
mine?
I'm right with you on that because can't think of. I mean, there are other good players, but not all-star. I think those are all-stars. I don't see how you could argue against it.
I think the only person that could get in Bohm's way is Austin Riley, and he's having a terrible season. So I think we'll be okay. I mean, Bohm's struggling, not doing great the last
Yeah,
3 weeks maybe. I don't know, not great.
I would have said maybe Real Muto, but not now. Obviously,
Possibly,
he
I
can't.
think Will Smith's too much of a good catcher for Wilmuto to get it. He could
Yeah,
get back up.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what I think. Trade deadline. I think they're going to get an outfielder and a one more bullpen piece. And honestly, if Walker's struggling, I wouldn't be surprised if we move on from Walker either. And put Turnbull back in the rotation.
Yeah. I mean, then what would we do with Walker?
Trade him.
Trade him?
Maybe to the White Sox.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a package of Justin Crawford, Mick Abel, Taiwan Walker for Luis Robert and Johan Rojas.
Hmm.
I would trade Rojas for Luis Robert any day of the week. He's a center fielder. He's huge. He hit 38 home runs last year. He just needs to stay healthy.
Get another hitter? That'd be pretty cool.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad, especially if we had someone like Marsh as our 9 hitter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, he was our 9 hitter in the 22 World Series, so wouldn't be much different. We just have a much better hitter hitting 8th in well. I don't even know what the lineup would be. If
Yeah, I don't know
Robert.
if you would put him in eighth.
I feel like you'd put Castellanos 8th.
Yeah,
probably.
at this point, I would put Castellanos at 8.
It would be what? Harper? No, not Harper. Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Robert, Romuto, Castellanos, Marsh.
Yeah, it works.
Having Romuto hitting 7th for you was ridiculous,
It is ridiculous.
but I feel like that could help him.
Do you know what happened a year ago today?
What happened a year ago?
Speaking of Real Muto,
Was it
today?
the cycle?
Yeah,
The cycle in.
it was a year ago.
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, was it
might have been
yesterday? Okay, yeah. I think you're right.
I think the Phillies sold their souls for that one.
Yeah.
That's why they lost to the Diamondbacks in the LCS. That was their first cycle since I don't know.
Oh, it was a long time.
I feel like
2014 or something.
no, it was way before that.
Was it?
You always see teams get cycles like at least once a year, and the Phillies hadn't had that in almost 20 years, something like that. I think it was early 2000s was the last time there was a cycle.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can quote me on that, but I'll put it right here. Yep. Boom.
Whatever.
Anything else you want to touch on? Or do you
I don't
want to
know.
get to the segment? Or...
Yeah, we can go to the segment.
All right. This is a big one. I was ready for this one. It's a bit of a comeback one. Do you want to tell them what it is?
We're going to do a draft. A spontaneous draft. As you can see, I made notes.
Impromptu draft.
Oh, impromptu. That's what it was. Not spontaneous.
Even though I cheated.
I cheated. But we're going
the outline.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But do you have like the outline?
Well, kind of. I kind of went like this.
That's fine.
So it's going to be all Phillies players from any Phillies player from any era. And then we should be writing this down.
Yeah.
I should have gotten a pen or something.
We have pens upstairs. Pens and paper.
I don't know. See if I can find something. I'm taking this with me so you don't cheat.
I won't cheat. Get 2 pieces of paper and 2 pens if you can. Oh, perfect. I want this one then.
Wait, do I have to give you a piece of paper?
I might need just 1 piece of paper.
Excuse me, that was rude.
Perfect. Thank you. All right.
What are you gonna do? You gonna write?
So we did what? I was just gonna write the outline that we
Okay.
had.
Here, why don't you write?
Manager. Oh yeah, that'd probably be a lot easier.
Manager.
Catcher.
Catcher.
First base. Second base. Shortstop. Third base. Left field. Center field. Right field. DH.
Yeah.
He had to go grab some paper because we forgot. Neither of us have our laptops with us. I lost the charger to mine, and I don't know why you don't have your laptop.
I don't know. I just have it.
He just wanted to be like,
I'm going old school.
all right.
I have a yellow piece of paper I made notes on.
Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm thinking is one of us takes heads or tails,
Yeah.
and we just keep asking Siri heads and tails to see who gets that pick,
Okay.
just to make it more interesting. So do you want to pick? Do you want heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay. So I guess I'm tails. So we just keep asking Siri each round. So we're going to start with manager. So we're going to draft. Okay. Let me explain what we're doing. We're drafting our own team.
Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating. We're drafting our own Phillies team of former and current players. They play for the Phillies.
Yes.
And we can't have the same player. And afterwards, I'm going to simulate both our teams in an MLB The Show franchise season. And whoever has the best record wins. Maybe we'll come up with a punishment.
It's a good idea.
Hopefully I'll have the results in the next episode. But you want to begin?
Yeah. Let me say this. I chose players that that were played while I was alive.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
You want to make that a rule? Only while we're alive, players?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So your heads, I'm tails.
Yes.
Who gets first pick for manager?
Hey Siri, heads or tails?
Okay. I'm going to pick Charlie Manuel as my manager,
Well, I'm gonna have to knock that one off.
which means you get to pick yours.
So mine. You would think I would say Rob Thompson,
I
wouldn't you?
was a little stuck on which one I was going to pick.
But I'm not going to pick Rob Thompson.
Okay.
I'm picking Jim Fregosi.
Okay.
Do you know who Jim Fregosi is?
No idea.
He was the manager during the 93 season. So,
93. I also thought about picking Larry Boa.
oh, Larry
thought
Bowa.
about it.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Those were the 3. Thompson, Manuel, Boa were my
Yeah.
3.
I actually had Fregosi, Manuel, and Thompson, but I'm going to go with Fregosi.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you might even just be able to look up on Safari heads or tails and just keep spinning, like pressing a button. If you don't want to just keep saying, hey, Siri.
Heads or tails? Coin. No. Wait.
Flip a coin. Yeah, do flip a coin. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, it's flipping.
Tails again.
All right.
Jeez.
My catcher is going to be JT Realmuto. Oh, Castellanos is about to get a triple. Here he goes.
Is he gonna get a field? Nope. Stay at third. Triple.
Oh, my catcher is
triple.
JT Realmuto, obviously.
Okay.
AKA the best catcher in Phillies history after his career is over.
That's who I would have picked had you not stolen him from me.
All right.
I'm going with Darren Dalton.
I thought you were going to go with Dalton. I really did.
So Darren Dalton was the catcher for both 83, or he played for the Phillies in both 83 and 93.
Really?
Did you know that? He was on both those teams. So I got Darren Dalton.
All right.
Cross out Real Muto
So now we're doing first base.
again.
Tails
What
again.
in the world? Come on now.
Woo! All right. First base, I am picking Bryce Harper. Now, Ryan Howard also is probably an amazing answer. But I feel like Bryce Harper, in terms of career longevity, like health-wise, and overall, Harper's prime has lasted a little longer than Howard's did.
So here's an interesting question.
Okay.
What if you wanted Harper for Harper's Harper? Never mind.
Oh, I mean, you can choose him for anything.
We're good. We're good.
Oh, were you gonna do him for the outfield?
Yeah, he's one. He's one player. You can't have him on two teams.
That's a good point.
I am gonna go.
You could have done that. You could have.
Nah, let's not do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard.
I feel like
you have to.
It was either Pete Rose or Ryan Howard or Bryce Harper. I had three.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Ryan Howard.
Flip it again.
Yeah. Can I
See if
please
we get
have?
this.
Yes.
There we go. Heads gets his shot.
I'm gonna go with Chase Utley.
Okay. I'm stuck between two right now, and you're gonna be shocked at the first one that I'm thinking of right now. And I'm only gonna go with this just because he was a solid hitter with us for a good 6 years. I'm not gonna go with Bryson Stott.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Cesar Hernandez.
Okay. No, I don't think that's a bad one. He was on my radar, but not in my top two picks. I actually had Juan Samuel as well, and I had Stott as well.
And I can't choose anyone from before I was born. That's I would have done Joe Morgan, but I didn't. I can't. So Cesar Hernandez is who I'm picking for second base.
The next one, shortstop's going to be a fun one.
I feel like you and I have heads again.
I'm gonna do it.
Taking him?
I'm gonna have to take Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins. Well, I'm gonna take Trey Turner.
Those were my two. Those were my two picks.
It's crazy how, in my lifetime, I could confidently say we have some of the best Phillies to ever play that position right now.
Absolutely.
Like Trey Turner's gonna be probably one of the best shortstops to play on the Phillies, not named Jimmy Rollins.
Agree.
Bryce Harper might actually be the best first baseman when his career's over.
Because, if you think about it, you could have said Hoskins, but he was a better hitter than he was a first baseman.
We're talking about career-wise. That's the reason I wouldn't have taken Hoskins.
Yeah. And you got Harper for a long time.
That's a good point.
We ready?
Yep. Heads again, third base.
I'm going to have to go with Schmidt. I had two good ones, I thought.
I am going to go with, and I can do this because he played for us while I was born, Scott Rowland.
Look, Scott Rowland. Yeah.
I was thinking about doing Polanco, but
Polanco wasn't bad. He was good.
Scott Rowland is who I'm going to go with. My
Left
team's
field's going to be
look
interesting.
A little worse now. I got Cesar Hernandez and Scott Rowland in my lineup now. So here we go. Tails for left field.
I have two, and I wasn't even sure whether I wanted these two, but no, I do. I do know the one I definitely want.
I'm going to go with Raul Ibanez.
Okay, well, that was my number two.
Because he was here when I was born. You're probably going to pick some old man that I've never heard of.
No, I'm going to pick Pat Burrell.
Ooh, that's not bad. I just made fun of you. So.
But Ibanez is my second one. Because when he was with the Phillies, he was really good.
Yeah, I was going to say Marsh. Just because he's got a good career outlook, but we're doing for like current, like how did their career go, basically.
I guess you know what? It's kind of not fair because I have a bigger pool than you have because I'm older.
It's whatever.
All right.
We'll see. Baseball's a weird sport. Heads for center field. Just say it.
I'm going Victorino.
Victorino, yeah. I'm going to go with...
Should have taken my number two, actually. That would have been funny because then you would have had Victorino. Man. Do you want to hear who my number two was?
Who's your number two?
Lenny Dykstra.
I can't even do Lenny Dykstra. Well, this leaves me with a good between Ben Revere and Johan Rojas right now. No. Brandon Marsh. I'm taking Brandon Marsh for center field.
That's fine. Any outfielder, I think, can be an out. You know what I mean?
I feel like center field is the one you can't really like. Because there's some people that can't play center field. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine putting Nick Castellanos in center field? No, I'm good. All right, right field. Heads again. Man,
I'm going with Jason Worth.
Jason Worth.
See, I was gonna say Harper if he was still available, but I figured he wouldn't be.
I'm gonna pick Hunter Pence.
Oh, that's a good one. That's such a good one. All right.
I feel like my team is not looking great right now.
No, it's not bad.
At this point, I feel like it's an 81 and 81 team. We'll see what I can do for pitching. For DH now. This is for all the
DH.
cash and prizes. Dang it! Oh,
I'm gonna go with Bobby Abreu.
that's a really good one. I'm taking Jim Thome.
Nice one.
I am so okay with Jim.
I was gonna
Thome.
say Kyle Schwarber, but I think I'm gonna go with Abreu.
I think Thome had a way better career than Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
So now we're on to starting
pitchers.
Starting pitcher one.
I got a lot of starting pitchers just in case.
Hales. Whew. I'm going to take Roy Halladay, number one.
That is my number one. All right. I then will go with Kurt Schilling.
Schilling?
Yes.
Okay. Starting pitcher number two.
I'm going to go with... Oh, it's between two.
I feel like I can tell you who the two are that you're picking right now.
I'm going to have to say Wheeler.
Wheeler?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Cliff Lee.
Cliff Lee. Because I got a lot of pitchers in here.
All right.
Just in case.
That's good. Oh, tails! I want Nola. Halladay, Lee, Nola. All right. Who are you taking now for your three?
Oh, yeah, I do, don't I? I'm going to have to say Ranger Suarez.
Suarez? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Not bad. Oh.
Cole Hamels.
Dang it, man.
Whatever. Wheeler, Suarez. Let's see.
So we're doing this based on their careers?
Yeah.
I'm taking Oswalt for 4.
Oh, that's good. That's a real good one.
Because he wasn't great with the Phillies. I feel like his career was winding
Yeah.
down when it came to the Phillies. I got Halladay, Lee, Nola, Oswalt right now.
Yeah, and I got Schilling, Wheeler, Suarez, Hamels.
Okay.
I made this confusing. Look, Kaylee
Right.
closed her move ring.
Starting pitcher number 5. Beautiful. I am going to go with Pedro Martinez. Based off career numbers,
That's good.
that's a really good pick.
That's good.
I'm going to stick with it. I could have gone... I can't really think of anyone I could have gone with. Unless I'm just stupid. But I feel like...
Well...
Are you going to pick the most obvious one that I'm surprised you haven't picked yet?
The guy that's pitching tonight?
No.
Steve Carlton?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with Steve Carlton.
So my rotation looks like Halladay, Lee, Nola, Oswalt, Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, so I made this really confusing. I should just number them. 1, Schilling, Wheeler, Suarez, Hamels, Carlton. Okay. Now we go with relief pitchers.
Relief pitchers. Who gets pick number 1?
You do.
Yes. I'm going
I
with...
know who you're going to pick, I think. Maybe not.
Based off careers, I'm going to take Craig Kimbrell. At number
Oh,
1.
that's good. That's really good. Not based with the... Well,
He was all right with
he's
the
all right.
Phillies, but
Yeah.
Craig Kimbrell, I feel like in his... And I know I could have gone closer for Craig Kimbrell, but I'm feeling a little confident about the closer match right now.
I have 2 good closers.
Yeah, I feel okay
Actually,
with
if
my
I won, I
closers.
could have 3 good closers. But I'm going to go with Strom.
Strom. Not bad. Strom's good.
Based on tonight.
He hasn't
I
pitched
mean, not
tonight.
tonight. I mean, based on this. What I mean is this season. Okay.
Happy I got Kimbrell. I was really looking forward to hopefully get...
I
I get pick number 2. I think I'm going to have to go with... This is a tough one.
I have
Because
a lot of current ones. Not a lot, but quite a few.
there's some that are good right now, but their careers haven't been great.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go with Jeff Hoffman.
Yeah, he was one of my. Let's cross him off. Uh, all right. I'm gonna say I like Kirkering.
Kirkering.
I'm a big fan of him.
Okay.
I'm going with him too.
Flipping him for our last reliever.
Yeah.
Eds, you get your pick.
I'm gonna go with. Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Madsen.
Ryan Madsen.
Ryan Madsen.
That's real. That's an underrated pick.
I agree.
In my opinion.
I think so.
I'm going to take Jose Alvarado.
I did have Alvarado, but actually I could have used him as a closer as well.
Yep. Now it's under our last pick.
Last one, closer.
Closers.
I think we have the same ideas for. Yeah, all right.
Brad Lidge.
Brad Lidge. That was my number one, but that was the most obvious. He was just lights out every time.
There's one more.
Wasn't he perfect during that 2008 season?
Run? Yeah. I mean, there's the all-time Philly saves leader right now that you could take.
Well, I'm taking Mitch Williams. Is what I'm doing.
I was say you could take Papelbon.
I could take Papelbon. So it was. I had four: Lidge, Mitch Williams, Papelbon, and Alvarado. But probably not Alvarado. You know.
It's not bad.
But all right, I'm going with Mitch Williams.
Alrighty.
So that
is complete. This is my team. This is his team.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a little like quick predictions of how we think our teams are going to do? Like records wise?
I think my team will be. You're doing a season?
Yeah. Like I'll run a season with my team, and then I'll run a season with your team, and we'll see whose Phillies team performed the best.
Yeah. I think I'm going to come out of this with. I mean, you got to think.
You got a pretty good team.
It's going to be more than 90 wins.
Okay.
I'm going to predict like. Are they playing? How's that work? They play a current
MLB. So.
All right. Well.
Against current MLB.
All right. I'm going to go with 92 wins.
92 and 70.
Yeah.
How far are you going to make it? Are you World Series champions?
I think we're World Series champions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling, and it's only because of my rotation. I'm feeling 96 and 66. Would that be?
Wow.
96 and 66.
Yeah, you got an amazing pitching rotation.
And I think we're going to lose in the World Series. That's what I think.
That's a good one. All right. What did I say?
Our predictions.
92 and 70.
And lose in the World Series.
All right. Well,
that's about that.
Got
anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. Hopefully, we'll be back more often, a little more consistently.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Probably next week. Most likely next week.
Maybe we'll upload both of the last one and this one. We had some technical difficulties.
Put me on the hot seat right now.
So we could upload both.
Good. He could. Whoever's doing it could. But yeah, and we'll let you know how these go in the next episode, hopefully. I'll try to get to this maybe Sunday night.
I'll have to send you mine.
Yeah. But that just about does it.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Thanks for watching, Nanny. No.
Let's go eat.
Let's go eat.